Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Um, just making this real quick video. Like, subscribe to the channel, Raw Sports TV 23. So this kind of off topic, but I just kind of got done watching Dave Chappelle's last Netflix presentation that he just did, and I don't know, it wasn't too funny. Dave Chappelle is usually a pretty funny guy. And it seemed as though some kind of way that the cancel culture, you know, they have power because, it seems as though like after his last show, a lot of people was wondering if Netflix would part ways with him. And so Netflix actually stood by him, which was really surprised because a lot of times when you speak on certain factors, it was most of the time he was joking, right? But sometimes there's a little truth in jokes. That's an old saying. There's a little truth in every joke. But why does the cancel culture have so much power? Because when you think about it, I grew up in the era of Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Sanford and Son, those type of Bernie Mac, the kings of comedy. And if Bernie Mac was alive today, I think he would have been canceled based on his last comedy show he did on the Kings of Tour with Steve Harvey. And just some of the things, how Bernie was saying how he was gonna bust his kid's head to the white meat start showing. We know he literally wasn't going to do that, but he gave the whole joke about milk and cookies, how his kid came downstairs saying, I want some milk and cookies, how he was doing that type of, how he was, making fun of his kid, and everything. And I'm looking at it and I'm wondering if Bernie Mac was alive right now, people would be outraged because it seems like everybody is so sensitive today. You can't, disagree with something and keep it moving, whether it be politically, whether it be on a religious standpoint, but everybody gets so offended. And because we have social media, like then in the time I grew up, you had the newspaper and you just have to wait for it to come on TV. And it's whoever read the newspaper gave you the news, or if you were in your car radio and something happened, you had to get the gossip that way. Now you instantly get, messages. You instantly get anything that's happening all around the world in just seconds. And so, it's okay if Dave Chappelle is saying something about minority communities. But if he says something, that's about transgenders, he's being hateful, he's got so much hate in his heart, he hates them. When a man said that, he even offered to talk with them and tried to, he held his stance, but I don't know, So it's like, I personally feel like comedy isn't even real today. Like, name me a comedian today that, that's just actually like Cat Williams, like he fell off. Like that last thing that Cat Williams did on, he was talking about President Trump, and, it was like, man, what happened to Cat Williams? He was terrible in that last Netflix. But, I watched it, but I didn't get any laughs out of it. But some people said it was funny, but I feel like a lot of these comedians, and there's a lot of people, period, they're walking on eggshells today because, like I said, if you say anything, that's funny, remotely funny, they try to block you or get your business struck, or so I don't know, no one can take a joke anymore. And that's really sad, because that's, so many emotional people. So many emotional people in the world today. And it seems like that is a reason for so much violence or whatever. Like, for instance, a little bit after Dave Chappelle did his stand-up, he was attacked on the stage. The man ended up getting beat down or whatever, but by his security. But still, it's just the principle that it's wild out here, So it's like you can't even have any fun. What puts trans people or alphabet people or anything of that nature, like, or just anything that's, people like, get so upset about what comedians doing there, because they're doing their job, They're just like with Will Smith and Chris Rock, Chris Rock was at work doing his job, but boom, there you go. Someone got so emotional, can't even take a joke no more. And one thing led to another. And now, Will Smith is banned from the Oscars for 10 years. Not that it probably matters because he's really rich, but you never want to lose support. You always want to be in a position where you're constantly getting money. Even the rich want to do that. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think about the cancel culture. Dave Chappelle. Do you think Dave Chappelle is going to back down or be a little bit softer now? Or you think he's going to stand on his? Because I feel like people should be able to stand on whatever it is that they're doing, Stand on it, If you say it, stand on it. As long as it's just like too disrespectful or anything like that, you're a comedian, you're a joke. You're joking. You gotta be funny, I subscribe to the channel Raw Sports TV 23. Peace, I'm out.